Okay, getting into some of the other news, and I'm going to continue breaking this down into the next hour, and then we're going to go to your calls here in about 15 minutes for everybody that's patiently holding. Total lawlessness from the government. Just complete and total lawlessness. And what do you do when you have a lawless government? Obama can't get his greenhouse gas taxes passed, and so he just comes out and says, we'll use the EPA to do that. Now, he's always said he was going to do this, but the states are getting ready to sue. Attorney generals are suing. Companies are already suing. But Time Magazine says it's a great thing, and that's what he should do. Give me your take on that. Also, an interesting story here out of Business Insider. America just declared the recovery over, so you better get ready for the double dip. And this story continues here, saying today's bleak consumer confidence, also housing prices are down, new home starts are down. Today's bleak consumer confidence number is undoubtedly bad news for the economy. The bigger-than-expected drop suggests that consumers have lost confidence in the recovery, which will drive down home prices and consumer spending. Consumer confidence is typically our first look at the state of the economy, while most government aggregated data comes out of the 2-month lag or more. Consumer confidence has been hit with just a 1-month lag. Studies have shown that consumer confidence is a good predictor of consumer spending numbers. Basically, people surveyed seem to be good at accurately regarding their own economic situation, and those surveyed reflected the broader economy accurately. When consumer confidence drops to such deep, unexpected levels, today we're the worst in 27 years, then it is a red flashing light about the economy. And then it goes through all those numbers. And the government more and more is saying, oh, we may need another stimulus now. Remember a year and 3 months ago with the banker bailout? Or I guess more. That was in October, November, December, and then 12, and then 2 more months. That's 15, 16 months ago that, oh, no, this is the only stimulus we need. It wasn't a stimulus. It wasn't a banker bailout. It was just a mass robbery. And now we had all these economists on the last year and a half saying that by 2010, they would want another stimulus or another looting. And we have all these top bankers on the news saying austerity. You'll never get your way of life back. Most of your taxes have to be raised so you can pay the banks more money on interest that's just all made up. It's as if Thomas Jefferson's predictions are coming true, that if we ever let private central banks take over the issuance of currency and credit, our children would wake up homeless on the continent their forefathers conquered. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back live. I'm going to go ahead and just go to your calls now, and then at the bottom of the hour, I'm going to news blitz for the rest of the broadcast. Coming up, DHS may scrap Border Patrol project. They never really built anything to begin with. But then I have an LA Times article. This is out of Information Week. I have an LA Times article, What American Border Agents Search and Seize. And it's citizens they're harassing. They were using Border Patrol up in Pittsburgh for the G20. They're doing anything but stopping illegal aliens, which, again, illustrates how they build up these grids to fight al-Qaeda or illegal aliens, and it's always for the American people. I'm going to break that down. Also over in England, it came out 6 years ago that Tony Blair was secretly legalizing all the illegals and had a deal with the EU to bring in unlimited numbers, mainly so they have a domestic client group that can be politically active for the globalist and that will take welfare to further bankrupt the country to the bankers. Secret labor plan to increase immigration for social reasons dismisses public opposition as racist. You don't want to pay for all the taxes for these people? Because they bring the foreigners in and just cram a welfare bottle in their mouth. That's coming up. Meanwhile, they're throwing the book at the American people. Queens girl Alexa Gonzalez hauled out of school in handcuffs after caught drawing on desks saying, I love my friends. I love my friends Abby and Faith. Lex was here. I mean, I see articles where they're arresting people for no seatbelts now. Just throwing the book at citizens, but illegals are above the law and Geithner's above the law. The highest levels of government, they're above the law. At the lowest levels, they're above the law. Only the milk cow Americans are being crushed and squeezed. Let's go to the phone system here at our studio. Let's go ahead and talk to Jonathan in Washington. Jonathan, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going, Alex?
Good.
Good. I was calling, me and my girlfriend are making the movement here in Spokane, Washington, and Gonzaga private school up here, and we were wondering if we don't know if you do this, but if you could come down and give a talk. We're going door to door, tell people about you, and trying to get the word out. I also have a website called findingtruth509.com that should be up and running by Friday.
Well, let me say this. I would love to... I've been invited to speak at In the Fed rallies with Ron Paul. I've been invited to speak in England, everywhere. I've been invited to go on national television, different places, but they want me to fly. I'm so busy doing radio, TV, films, and building my TV studio and trying to spend some time with my family that if I choose to go with the model of traveling around, I couldn't do what I'm doing here. And digitally and through media, I can reach hundreds of times the people. I mean, I've already done several radio interviews today. I'm doing more tomorrow. Or I can fly somewhere and talk to 500 people, 1,000, even 20,000. It just doesn't work. I've only come out recently, to a demonstration to try to defend the Second Amendment. And I went to the gun show to try to support it. So I feel bad every day having to turn people down who invite me to come speak, but I appreciate the offer. And I appreciate what you're doing. I mean, this is about you being a leader in your area, Jonathan.
Oh, definitely. And I was also wondering if you had any advice of how to make it, how to get out to people in a bigger, audience. Because, I mean, I have a website that I'm getting up, but, that doesn't even reach, enough people, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. If you launch a website and then say hand out 1,000 flyers in the town, like key info, and then the name of your website and put it on telephone poles and things, you'll get a massive response. And then if you update it, it'll take time. A lot of people expect instant results. No, it takes time. Okay, put one foot in front of the other. You can start an organization, go on the local meetup groups, start organizing, and pick local goals, but also educate people about the international and national scope as well. But great question, Jonathan. Dylan, Ron, John, Wade, Neil, Harold, Tyler, Jerry, and others. Your calls are straight ahead. I'm Alex Jones. You found it, the front lines of the info war, the tip of the spear.